Welcome to Dr. Balaga's God Knowledge Doc podcast, your quick dive into the latest medical breakthroughs to keep you ahead of the curve. Let's get started. Today is October 9, 2025. This video is on a New England Journal perspective titled Ultra-Processed Food on an Ultra-Fast Track, published on September 3rd, 2025. The author is Dr. David Ludwig, MD, PhD, from Harvard Medical School and Boston Children's Hospital. What is ultra-processed food? They are industrial formulations made mostly from substances not commonly used in home cooking, often containing additives to enhance palatability. Who defined ultra-processed foods and how? Carlos Montero introduced the NOVA classification, grouping foods by extent and purpose of processing. Are ultra-processed foods bad for health? Observational studies associate ultra-processed foods with obesity, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and cancer, but causation is unproven. How does processing affect nutrient response? Processing accelerates digestion of carbohydrates, raising glycemic and insulinemic responses, but has less impact on fat and proteins. Are all processed foods unhealthy? No. Some minimally processed foods or even ultra-processed foods, example tofu and olive oil dressings, can be healthy. What about additives in ultra-processed foods? Some, like emulsifiers, may harm gut health, but others, like lactic acid or fiber, may be beneficial. Why is NOVA's definition criticized? Uses vague language and lacks quantitative thresholds, limiting regulatory utility. What does the evidence say? Most studies are observational and graded as low quality. Randomized controlled trial evidence is sparse. What did a randomized controlled trial show? A 2-week crossroad trial showed increased calorie intake on an ultra-processed food diet, but lacked a washout and had transient effects. Does ultra-processed foods predict mortality independently? Some cohort studies found inconsistent associations when adjusted for overall diet quality. What do the national bodies say? The 2025 Dietary Guidelines Advisory Committee rated ultra-processed food obesity evidence as limited due to definitional ambiguity. What are global views, policy views? The FDA and the UK Parliament expressed concern over NOVA's precision and its suitability for regulation. Can some ultra-processed foods support health? Yes. Examples include high-fiber cereals, dark chocolate, and soy-based products. What are the risks of policy based on NOVA? It could mislead consumers, restrict beneficial foods, and disproportionately burden low-income populations. What should the policy focus on? Targeting clearly harmful refined carbs and sugars may be more evidence-based than broad ultra-processed food restriction. NOVA food classification system. Group 1 is unprocessed or minimally processed foods, example fresh fruits, vegetables, grains, pasteurized milk, roasted nuts. Group 2, processed culinary ingredients, example oils, butter, sugar, salt, extracted from Group 1 foods. Group 3, processed foods, example canned vegetables, cheese, smoked meats, breads made with Group 2 ingredients. And Group 4 is ultra-processed foods. These are industrial formulations with additives, flavorings, and ingredients not commonly found in kitchens. Example, packaged snacks, soft drinks, sweetened cereals, and reconstituted meat products. Influencers in food classification. Carlos Montero, Brazil, introduced the NOVA classification in 2009. He reframed junk food by degree of processing. Wilter Diet Quality Scores. Walter Willett, Harvard, developed Quality Score, which emphasized food-based over nutrient-based guidelines. Mozaffarian score, Darish Mozaffarian, at Tufts promoted dietary patterns based approaches in public health nutrition. Keys score Ansel Keys from University of Minnesota pioneered the link between saturated fat and heart disease, the diet heart hypothesis. Nova inspired labeling. Kimila Corvalin, Chile, led front of package food labeling reforms, warning about added sugars and sodium. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with your colleagues. When we change how we see disease, we change how we shape lives. Until next time, stay curious, stay compassionate, and keep seeking wisdom. Podcast brought to you by Master MedFacts at mastermedfacts.com.